Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Now, the Senate report on torture is out. And let's make one thing clear right from the start. There is no such thing as enhanced interrogation techniques. What we did was torture, pure and simple. Just like the Nazis, just like the Japanese at Bataan, just like Pol Pot, just like ISIS and Al-Qaeda. That's the company we're now keeping. Not only that, but our government knows who did it and refuses to do anything about it. There are war criminals openly circulating in our midst. Not only that, but they're making public appearances on the news channels defending what they did. They think that all they have to do is say it's not torture, and we'll believe it. And a lot of people are stupid enough to buy that. They mention legal advice that they got from lawyers at the Justice Department. Well, here is the uncomfortable truth. The greatest lawyer in the world can't make torture legal. Can't make torture not be torture. And just for your information, those lawyers who tried to do that, they're war criminals too. The defenders of the torture program, they always start off by citing the events of 9/11 as a justification for what they did. But as horrible as that attack was, it's not a justification for torture. The Germans and the Japanese committed war crimes during World War II. We did not set up a torture program in response to that. What our enemies do or want to do doesn't matter. We are Americans, and we have a higher standard to live up to. The Senate report makes clear that no actionable intelligence was gained from the torture program, and yet there are still people who insist that torture works. If you believe that torture will get you the truth, then you have to believe that people fly around on broomsticks, that they turn into animals, that they have sex with Satan, because these are the kind of statements that have been gotten under torture in the past. The whole purpose of torture is not to get the truth, it's to get people to lie, to tell the lie that you want to hear. And in this case, the Bush administration wanted to tie Iraq to Al-Qaeda. That was the lie that they were looking for. And the defenders of torture say that this torture report is a smear against patriotic Americans who heroically tried to defend our country. It is not. The people who were involved in that were not trying to defend the country. They were not patriotic Americans. They were simply scum. Sick, twisted criminals. And that is all they were. The people who ordered this program, justified it, and participated in it deserve to be rounded up, tried, and executed. Starting with the contractors and CIA agents who actually performed the torture, then the Justice Department lawyers under Alberto Gonzales who justified it, and finally Alberto Gonzales himself, Dick Cheney, George W. Bush, all deserve to die in the executioner's chair. And what about the future? since nobody is being prosecuted for it, since were no consequences, it's possible that some president in the future will reinstitute a torture program for one reason or another. We can't have that. Every candidate for president should be asked if they would consider reinstituting the torture program. And if the answer is yes, then we'll know that they are just simply not American enough to represent this country, to be president, to be in any office whatsoever. Thanks for listening.